Okay, everybody, back here. This is gonna be a very quick video again. This time we're talking about the new, well, not the new, but the unit that will be coming out in the next few days. Like I think after today, it's gonna be, she's gonna be released. This is Chloe. Now this is for the Alchemist Code stuff. Now she does, obviously, as you can tell here, she does double attack, which is pretty good, which is really good. But the one thing I do want to say here is that she's actually very good. She's actually, by far, probably one of the best. And, I mean, one of the best, I mean, she's one of the best light units out there right now. Why? Because not only all of her leader skills pretty much insanely powerful, like 200% boost to attack, 80% boost to max HP, and 30% boost to critical hit rate of light types, which now it seems like light types are slowly starting to become a little bit better. Obviously, Arthur kind of changed the whole light type meta and negates critical and elemental damage, which is really good for a leader skill. Huge boost critical hit damage, huge boost light elemental damage, and 15% boost, well, 15% damage reduction from light and dark types. That isn't bad, but it would be nice if she came out first before Lofia, so that she would have came out in time for Light Vortex. Since Light Vortex, I believe, is already done, that's not really going to do much. Next up, if you have a damage reducing sphere equipped, you get 20% damage reduction from normal attacks, which that's pretty crazy. And the next effect is adds enormous critical hit rate boost effect to BB, SBB, and UBB for 3 turns. Boosts defense each turn up to 4 turns, 25 per turn, so it's like 100% boost. And negates elemental damage for all allies. That is really good because, again, you get elemental damage negation for all allies. You get 100% boost to defense, and you get more critical hit rate to BB, SBB, and UBB, increasing the odds of that critical hit damage doing something. Next up is what I keep forgetting. There's like this picture. You know, if you guys are on the Discord server, you'll know this, but it's like Erza Scarlet and Lucy combined. And when I say this, I'm not even joking. This is really, really good. So she has, what is that? I'm going to skip all the rest of the stuff. So she has activates taunt, another Omni Taunter, greatly boosts own defense by 150 for 1 turn, adds probable evasion to self, and 50% damage reduction for 1 turn. So now she's exactly like Erza Scarlet, minus needing to have that SP option for the extra defense reduction. Next up is SBB, and it boosts defense relative to attack for 3 turns. Boosts critical hit damage for 3 turns. 50% damage reduction for 1 turn, and negates critical and elemental damage for 2 turns. That is really good because not only now are we seeing more elemental and critical negation units, but it's starting to slowly become more of the meta. And her UBB boosts critical hit damage for 3 turns, light elemental damage boost for 3 turns with 100% reduction from light and dark types, negates critical and elemental damage for 5 turns. Now the only bad part is, if there's no effect, I haven't read her SPs in detail yet, but if there's no way to boost, or to give that instead of just for light and dark types, but make that for all types, then it's not the best. But then again, you do have critical and elemental damage negation for 5 turns. Probably one of the best. And holy hell, you get 500% elemental damage from this effect, and then you get 400 critical damage. So that's really good. Next, you probably want to get the parameters because that's like really good. And you probably want to get this, the resistance to 2-hit KO attacks. And holy hell, it's 40, which isn't expensive at all. It's probably one of the best. Next up, adds light elemental damage boost That's not bad. Not good, but 10. Okay, 10 SP to allow the BB and SBB damage reduction to last for 2 turns. That is really good. Enhances taunt duration and defense boost effect. 50% boost to defense and 1 turn. So you get 200% boost to defense for 2 turns, giving you. she's exactly like Lucy, and she's exactly like Erza Scarlet. She is not out yet. She's not out. But the second she comes out, you bet I'm going to try to summon for her. Because again, that's like what? You get 10, 50, 85, 95, 105. So pretty much Omni plus 1, and you can get parameter boosts. HP, the HP recovery thing. You can give her enhances taunt duration, and you can give her damage reduction to BB SBB lasting for 2 turns. Or I think you can go with a different route, but holy hell, like that. She's not a bad unit at all. She's actually, again, probably gonna shift the meta a little to like everybody using her, because her skills are really good. Like light mono might be one of the best types to go for now, because there's Selphon, there's Resus, there's Anil, there's Arthur, there's Fina, there's Lucy, there's Chloe. There's a bunch of really good light units out there right now, which is kind of interesting, because before we were kind of getting pumped with decent units, but now we're actually starting to get really, really good units. And again, like that's not all. Like that's really, really good. And we also got the maintenance. So as I make this video, Vortex Arena is over. I did not make it to the top 1,000. I'm going to be honest, I did not make it to the top 1,000. And next is Frontier Hunter 45 has came out, and I'm working on that as we speak on the side. There's not going to be a video on that. It's just going to be me doing whatever. So that's all for now. That's pretty much the entirety of Chloe's skill set. And again, it's really good, and I probably would suggest using like the Book of END or the Forbidden Apple, or both, because again, critical hit rate, reduces BB gauge, spark damage boost BB gauge, attack defense when BB's over 50, and OD fill rate, so that's really good. The Book of END, because Chloe is in fact a light type, and you get a bunch of added effects from that. But when you activate that this other effect, I'd actually highly recommend using some other really good damage reduction spheres. So any of these, I'd actually, what's a really good? I don't know what ones from here are really good, but out of all these, it would really be better to use one of the best. So, ooh, Heavenbinder. I have no idea what Heavenbinder does, but okay, so it seems like you probably want to use Heavenbinder because, yeah, you probably want to use Heavenbinder because she does, well, Lucy has critical and elemental weakness damage reductions. So she does, well, I don't know, but giving her Heavenbinder gives you DOT mitigation, gives her DOT mitigation, and negates spark damage and ignore defense damage. So she has 2 extra things that she resists now if you give her Heavenbinder. Well, 3 things that she pretty much resists. So she has DOT mitigation, 50% on her, negates spark damage, and negates defense ignore. So that's really good. Again, I'm probably not the one to be talking about what's good or what's bad. So that's all I've got to say for now, guys. With that being said, Pack here. I'm kind of sorry this is kind of rushed, but I wanted to get this out because when I saw this, I wanted to tell you guys that Lucy's out. Well, not Lucy, but Chloe is going to be coming out sometime later tonight or tomorrow, and she's going to be. Oops, and I said she's going to be really good. I'm sorry about me clicking the wrong button. I thought I was clicking studio mode because I was gonna do a transition back, but I was gonna do a transition and make all my stuff look fancy, but I can't do that now. It's too late for me to do that. So there's gonna be an awkward cut, and I do apologize. But that's all for now, guys. That being said, Pack here. Again, thank you all for supporting this stupid little channel I have, and no, because this has actually grown to an extent that I never thought it would, and without you guys, I wouldn't be able to really do any of this. So yeah, that's all. That's the entirety of Chloe, which is really good. Again, me and other people in the Discord are like, yeah, she's really good. We're gonna like summon for her, and I might wind up getting one. I might wind up getting two, maybe one. Like if the rates aren't that great, I'll only get one. I'll summon until I get one, then I'll just stop. So that's all for now, guys. That being said, just have a good one, and again, be sure to enjoy this video. Tell me down below what you want me to see me do for tomorrow, whether it be the absolute shittiest game on the planet or the absolute best game on the planet. It doesn't really matter, but I just want to see like what games you'll want me to do, because that would be some interesting stuff. So see you on the next video, guys.